Monday, Funday Monday. Hey, guys, how's it going? Ryan Feathers, Elite Pigeon Auctions. Whoa, Monday Night Family Show. I just got out of the shower. It's a little bit chilly in here. I'm going to put on my hat because my hair looks terrible, but that's okay. This show works best if you all participate. Happy Monday, Fun Day, guys. Again, as I say it, third time is a charm. This is the Monday Night Family Show. This show works best when you participate, so don't be shy on your participation. We talk pigeons. Lately, we've been talking auction pigeons. We got auction pigeons here tonight for people who want to see. And again, breeding season here in Belgium is fastly approaching. I'm having a blonde beard today, brought over by Marcel. They're really down with the monks, eh? There's a whole story on the back of this bottle. I don't know. We're gonna try it out. If you guys have questions and comments, please put them in. Don't be shy. Please let me know if we are on YouTube and Facebook. It's a darker blonde beard than what I expected. Still very, very nice. Happy Monday. Hey, Peebler. Hello to all. Nelson Pigeons. What's going on, guys? Good evening. Yes, whoa, good evening. Dave Conover, how's it going? What more can I say about the Peeves? He's in the house. Peeler, double good evening. So, yeah, another week in the books. We're in between New Year's and Christmas. So it's kind of even here, it's kind of a little bit of a lull time. I've been doing a little bit extra relaxing, having a few extra drinks. And, but that's okay. You get to have a little bit of fun break, a little bit here. Not that it's been a break, but we've still been doing quite a bit. Good evening to Mr. Frank Eichhorn. Good evening. Hey, I've had 2 days ago. I was lucky. I went. I went to Stefan Lambrecht's house. Looked at some pigeons for not only for our auction, but I was lucky enough. I bought 3 pigeons for a client at the same time. It was a great time. We got there at 3. I think we got there at 3 in the afternoon. We didn't get home till midnight. I want to say great hospitality. He brought out some real good whiskey and some good cigars. It was super fun. I got to get my loft tour in there. I got to get Lars to help me do it. When we went there, the first time we went, we looked at the pigeons. So, normally your first time when you go to a guy's place, you're going to look around. You don't normally do videoing because they like to show you the pigeons, handle the pigeons. And he had real nice but different pigeons, Stefan Lambrecht. And I can see why so many people have such great get world class results with his pigeons. Just the bodies of the pigeons, there's almost no bodies to them, but they're buoyant and they just have wings. It's quite something to see. And I can see when I was there, uh, he has four Van Laar hens that he has in his breeding program, and they've produced him top pigeons. So we might be doing some co-breeding. I'm not sure. Time will tell. Screen cut out, bro. No, my screen, I don't think it did. Maybe reset yours. Aloha from Hawaii. Gord, how's it going? Let me know if we are on. I'm going to have a sip of this beer from Marcel. The other day it was quite nice. David Tracy, you're with us. Good evening. Marcel just stopped by and he brought me over a box of oysters. 12 oysters in a box. Can anyone tell me how much the 12 oysters cost? Take a guess. I'm going to let you guys just take a guess. And these oysters, I've had oysters all over, and I found so far in my travels the best oysters I've had uh, have come from Belgium. I have up the street here. There's a 1 Michelin star restaurant. They have oysters. I've got it twice. Down under, Jeff Henderson had those oysters. Jeff, let me throw it out there, Jeff. Oh, did you try the oysters, Jeff? Yeah, you did. What did you think of the oysters? I think in all my years of having oysters, which maybe I've been eating oysters since I was maybe 17 to 20, 25 years of oyster eating, the best ones I had were in Belgium. 35. Jeff Henderson says 35 euros, 30 euros. Okay, it was a box and it had 12. And they're the nice big oysters, big, big, thick shells. I got them in the garbage. 35, 70. Oh, Hodfordoma. Look at everyone guessing. Let's have a sip of beer. Love oysters. And you know what? I'm gonna post up this photo and I'm gonna grab a couple of the shells so you see the size of these oysters, okay? Uh you guys keep guessing. You guys are getting real close. But I did want to talk about tonight the birds that we will have here in on the family show. If you're interested, are going to be the match pair from Lars and the Van Loons from Maine Pigeons. And I got some the shells here so you guys can see. So if you guys want to see any of those birds tonight, we will pull them up. Reminder, guys, all bids are in Canadian dollars, and this show does work best if you participate. So, anyways, these are the shells. Okay, nice, large, and I mean they're super big. These are two bottoms, but hey, you see the size, eh? These weren't dinky shells. Um, let's get to the comments while we go. The best oysters come close to the sea. Yes, best oysters. Jeff Henderson says it. Best oysters. Love oysters. I like mussels better. Well, always remember, guys, don't buy mussels unless the month ends in ER. So if you want fresh mussels and you want the best ones, only buy them in months that end in ER. So you don't buy mussels in May, June, or July. Don't buy them at that time. Months that end in ER. October, November, December. Those are the best months for mussels. Just my point. Okay. So 70 was the highest. We got 12 oysters for 3 euros. 12 oysters for 3 euros. Marcel brought them over. I don't have an oyster shucker knife here, but we ended up jimmying something up and we had them. And we actually, we had 6 oysters on the one day. I put the box back in the fridge and I said, come on over the next day and we'll finish them off. And it was real nice. Real nice guy. I'm going to be very lucky. On New Year's Eve, I was invited to Marcel's to have dinner at his house. So I might take my camera and I might do a little sit down with him because he's so knowledgeable. It's unbelievable. Yeah, it's fantastic. And we're actually hoping on Thursday night. I'm gonna try and get the roundtable here again to have the Milovics back, Dirk, uh, Dirk Morris, Marcel, and Lars. So it could be a full house. Come on, stop panting. It's not that warm in here. That drives me nuts, eh? When I hear a pigeon pant. You normally hear inbreds do it. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah, oysters were great, but just the thought. I will always say something about European people that just have that great hospitality. Again, Milovics came for Christmas Eve. They brought wine for everybody and a small gift. I thought that was great. And hey, you know what? I think I think it's nice to know people like this. And when you meet people like this that you're working with, you really get a sense of the quality of the pigeons as well, because they're giving you always their best, not even in pigeons, just themselves. And then they, you can see you get a real good feeling. I swear, I always say to myself, God, I can't get too close to Milovic, because the next thing I want to be racing, you know, Barcelonas and stuff, because the pigeons are great. Um, they're very easy people to work with. So if you want extreme long distance pigeons, those Milovic pigeons, I think they're awesome, and I really think that. And the people are awesome, and I think that's those two together. They're a deadly combination. Auction from Van Laar. I don't know. You might be able to get a round of babies off those birds. I don't know if we're going to do an auction for them. I've got another idea in my mind. I don't know if I'm going to be selling them. Uh, yeah, let me know on anyone else's end. Is it cutting in and out? I have full bars here. It seems to be fine on my end. Let me know. Maybe just refresh your page. Let's see the 808 Blue Hen. Okay, 808 Blue Hen. Hold on. Let's post up. 808 Blue Hen. Here we go. Let's pull her up. Here she is. Sorry about that. The 808. The Blue Van Loon Hen. Oh. Why would you get shit on your foot? You're cutting in and out. People are saying I'm cutting in and out. Do you guys want me to restart? What would you like me to do? If I restart it, it's going to take me 5 minutes. You guys let me know. Here we go. We're going to show you the Blue Hen. I refresh it. It's all good now. Guys, perfect on this end. If it cuts in and out, just refresh your page. It's not me all the time. Sometimes you guys are screwed up. Here, guys, is the Blue Van Loon Hen. Again, these are all very, very inbred. So they're going to feel a little different. But boy, lot number 4, panting like a big thing. There's the back on her. Very strong. Maybe they didn't score the highest. Again, they had some travel. There you see the wings. Feathers are soft. Feathers are silky. Vents are strong. They're closed. One thing I like about her is she's got, and I can tell she's inbred. You see right there on her head? That's a white feather. That's something I'm looking for. She's not the most rippled out, but hey, this is for a cross. You're going to take this and you're going to cross it. Okay. I don't know if I would put them together, but I would definitely cross. The Mays had the best success with the Van Loons. Again, John May, which is Darren May's father, was very good friends with Louis Van Loon, was there twice a month, twice every month at his place. Take a look. There you see her. Oh, she's putting on a show tonight for you guys. Let's see the Van Loon cock, okay? Is there anyone in particular? Let me know as I post up the hen here. This is the 808, the Blue Hen. Oh, I am going to have a sip of my beer. Michael Peevler says it's good on his end. And let's move from there. Okay. David Tracy wants to see both cocks. So let's post up the first cock. Lot number 2, the 767. He's a bigger man. Nice pigeon. Nice. Strong pigeon. Vents are strong. A little bit open. But Van Loon 767 here. He is. Again, guys, Monday Night Family Show. We talk anything pigeons. He's not perfect, but man, he's real nice. And again, throats are nice. Back is one pin tail. It comes up just a little bit. It just comes up a bit, not much. He's got a little bit deeperness to him. I don't mind this deepness. Nice, soft, silky. Got beautiful flights. I would say those are Van Loon flights. If you ask me, Lars would know even better on those old Van Loon flights. I never really got into the Van Loons. I guess it was almost kind of not before me, but I just didn't see them. So I didn't know a lot of people who had them. Well, everyone had them, but they were all 50 shades of mixed shit. So these are pure, 100%. The parents all from Belgium, from the Maze. Last trip to Van Loon's. So this is it. These 4, here you have it. There's lot number 2. Where do you guys go to bid? Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions. Come on, guys. It's a Monday Night Family Show. Don't be shy. Let's go. I will grab the second cock here momentarily. And let's not forget about Lars. Oh, Lars got a nice pair. Good results. Let's post up the comments and see what people are saying. My best bird of 2025 is 3/4 Van Loon. 22 minutes out in front of the combine. Love this bloodline. Wow. Okay. Well, hey, these here are inbred. Okay. These are the only thing is that they have GB rings on. Other than this, the parents are all direct Van Loons from Van Loon. So I can't just snap my fingers and make more appear. Les Gerard from the UK says, "Hi, mate. How are you, Les?" I'm going to pull up the other cock because he's driving me nuts and I got to calm him down. Where's he? Lot number 4. The 768. Oh, he's nice too. They've improved, which is I always like this. You see look at the steel eye on him. He got a real steel eye. Like the last cock, a little bit bigger, a little bit longer. There you see the balance. You see the back. It's like looking down the barrel of a gun. Again, that little bit of depth. Look at those wings. Look at the full wing. Great ventilation. Van Loons were very hard-nosed pigeons, and you feel it in these pigeons. I don't mind a little bit of depth, that little bit of deep ship keel. I don't mind them. I like the little longer pigeon. The ventilated flight's nice. His head's real nice. He's got that steel eye, which I like. Only on the Monday Night Family Show, guys, where we talk pigeons, pigeon racing, everything and anything to do with pigeons. But hey, again, you want to see a real steel eye, take a look at the number 4, the cock. Look at the steel eye, eh? Woo! Real steel. I like them. I like the. You know what? Both cocks, bang, nice. The blue hen, very very nice. Jeff Henderson says Scrumpy Van Loons were great in Australia in the 80s and the early 90s. Well, there you go. I think the Van Loons are somewhat like the Jansons. They had an effect on they had an effect, right? They had that effect. They found a way to get to lofts and just bam hit it out of the park like the Jansons. I don't know if Van Loon in the end maybe better than the Jansons or I like the Gabbies. I put them all in the same sort of grouping. Maybe I'm wrong. You got your Jansons, you got your Van Loons, you got your Gabby Vanderbilt, and then I'd almost come up with next is your Vandenbalks. so. But anyways, yeah. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. So tell me, what's going on in the pigeon world? Why is everyone so quiet all of a sudden? You look at some pigeons and then you guys get quiet. Come on now. Why the quietness? Oh, and let's not forget, the match pair from my man Lars. Guys, some real nice pigeons here. I'm being honest with you, real nice. Let's post them up. Take a look at the results. Take a look at this match pair from Lars. You guys see him on the show every week, twice a week, once a week. He is there. Uh, he was shocked when I asked him, but I totally. He's a good breeder. He's a good racer. He's a great pigeon man. And one of these days, he's going to be a loft manager at a big loft or his own loft, and you'll see the national wins. You'll see it come. I promise you that. Trust me. Mark my words on that, eh? I'm not just saying that because he's a nice guy. I'm talking about Pigeon Man. He's one of the best. Let's see. Oh, also, guys, you still have time to submit. Hold on. There you go. Get in your Pigeon Boss awards. If you have results, post them in. Might as well. Let's see the large pigeons. Yeah, I will bring them up here momentarily. Oh, that cock's ready to mate. Australia's just about finished breeding. End of January. Most lofts on the East Coast. Oh yeah, well, Australia's a different time zone. For this elite, Lars is a non-commercial loft producing national level results. Yeah, guys, everyone's talking about. I don't want big lofts. I want the lofts that nobody hears about. Well, the quiet lofts, but they get good results, solid results. A loft like Lars has that. He's selecting. He's a working man. Uh, he's got kids. He's got so. I'll tell you something. This week with his kids, he's been at soccer. He's been teaching them how to ice skate, and he's been at swimming lessons. And he's got 2 kids. And I know for you guys that all have 2, 3 kids, that's nothing. He's got a job, all this stuff. But he's still getting national level results. Again, head to head, when he was flying extreme long distance, head to head against Milovic. Okay? Milovic beat him by, I think it was 10 meters a minute. Not by much, but very good. And you know what? I'm proud to represent him. Yeah, and here's another thing. And the base of the loft is Van Laar. So you guys that say, I want Van Laar, I want Van Laar, I want Van Laar. This guy here, he was going to Van Laar for the last 15 to 20 years getting pigeons. So you want Van Laar? We can bring you a little bit of Van Laar. Here, let's try this out. Let's try this on for size. Let's look at the cock from my man Lars. Oh. Here he is, guys. Take a look. Let me adjust my camera. Oh, he's really rippling tonight. We got complete Van Laar wings. Complete. 100% Van Laar wings. Look at the wing on this. Look at the end flights. Guys, this is Van Laar wings. Same kind of body. Is it a perfect body? Nope. Nice here in the muscles. You got that Van Laar, a little bit of nervousness. Beautiful wings. Oh, and the pigeon gives you the wing. He gives it to you. Now let's see how he'll look here when I hold him up. Oh yeah. If it don't look like Van Laar, row, row, row your boat. Let me hold him up like this. Again, all wings, not a lot of body. These are the pigeons on those one long days in the headwinds, in the heat, 30, 40 degrees. They do. Look at the thick bars on them as well. But the wings, and look at the wings. The wings coming to the end of the tail, man. Oh, geez. He's too fiery. He's real fiery, this guy. But the wings to the end of the tail. Man. There he is. Here's the cock. So people looking. You want Van Laar blood? These pigeons are full of it. Go look at the pedigrees. Look at the results. That's the cock. We're quiet though tonight, guys. Everybody's quiet. Why is everyone so quiet? You tell me. Huh? I had a shower. Ah, good. Everybody good? Those Van Laar pigeons, though, they are special. It's amazing to see how many lofts. Guy Van Laar owns them. Stefan Lambrechts owns them. Lars owns them. The lofts that were there bidding, some big names were there. I didn't say, but a lot of guys buying, buying, buying. Ah, that was a nice beer. That beer there, Marcel brought it over. I thought it was very good. I don't know why they got to make always the writing so small. But anyways, I'm listening as I'm driving. Ah, okay. Well, where are you driving to? Lars is a true gentleman in the pigeon sport. Yes, he is. Thanks for saying that, Hendo. I think he's sleeping now, but if he was on, we would he would appreciate that. But he's a good guy. Ah, Serge Van Elsecker. Let's not forget good old Serge. Yeah, I forgot Serge. Come on. Let's not forget Serge. I'm going to show the hen here from Lars. Let me post up her photo. Why are they all ones? Ones, ones, ones. Why do I have a bunch of my mistake. It's because it's the same lot. 1 to 1. Here you guys go. I'm gonna put blonde against blonde tonight. Take a look at this, hen. Let me grab her up. I like the way they're matched and stacked. She's got more of the body. Again, still got that glass eye. She's got a little more rump in the body, a little more rounder in the barrel. Back is nice. And again, look at those flights. Very, very, very Van Lark. Very nice hen. Bodies match perfect. He's more buoyant. She's got a bigger barrel. She's a little tighter than he is. A little bit tighter, and I like that. Blue to checker. Great covering here in the back. Look at down by my finger. It covers so good. The flights, the step, everything. They say, hey, the white on the fringe here of the tail for breeding. You see that white on the end of the tail for breeding? Hey guys, you want from an unknown, but you want to know what you know? You got all super birds in it. Top results, good pigeon man. And you know what? Lars has been racing since he's a little boy. Lars and his uncle have been racing since he was a little boy. And I will have Lars on tomorrow. Will the Van Laar birds fly as young birds? Yeah, I think they will. I think they will. I think provided they're flown on a young bird system, I think they'll fly well. I don't think they won't. I mean, hey, will they be better maybe as a yearling or a 2 year old? Okay. Maybe, yeah. But I think because they're not extreme long distance or 1 day long distance, I think you'll get them to do it as young birds. I think for national racing, I think for the one loft racing, for those 300 miles, 350, 400-mile races, you're not going to go wrong. The Van, you know, we'll ask Lars, but when we went to Stefan Lambrecht's, it was the same as Van Laar. The same type of flights, same type of feathers, the same type of bodies and buoyancy. And you know what? When he had 4 of them and he wanted to co-breed with the ones that we have, I knew we hit not the jackpot in money, we hit the jackpot in pigeons. My only regret was I didn't buy more. But that's okay. That's okay. It's it's great to be able to be there at that. That's something I don't think I'll ever forget. I'm glad I went. I'm glad we bought what we did, and I know the pigeons will be good. The pigeons will produce good because the pigeons have produced good for so many years, for so many people. But anyways, that's that. It's a bit quiet tonight. What's on your minds, guys? Talk to me here. Uh, I am new at our pigeons. Go in all directions on race day. Why do no mob pigeons race go in one direction and so call better? What? Let's just read this here again. I'm new at our pigeons. Okay. Go in all different directions on race day. Why do no mob pigeons racing go in one direction and so call better? I don't know what you're asking me, George. I need you to rewrite that in like I don't know. To me it's some type of a I don't know. I don't understand this question. Try it again. Yeah, there are some special pigeons, that's for sure. I can't imagine how hard it was for Van Laar to give up his pigeons. Yeah, I think it was absolutely terrible. But again, I guess that's something you have to do when you get to that age. You're in your 90s or whatever, and that's it. I don't know. I don't. I can't even believe he was there. That's the shitty part. Is having to be there and watch it. I felt terrible. I felt terrible in the end when I went up to him and I thanked him, and he can't speak, but Lars helped communicate with him, and I offered him the pigeons that we had that I purchased. I offered them back if he wanted them, he could have them. Because I don't know. Sometimes I think to myself, well, maybe in the middle of this, he regrets it and says, "Oh, I wish I couldn't." And I said, "There's the basket. If you'd like them, you can have them." And no, he didn't want them. But hopefully, he has some pigeons. I know Lars was gonna. Lars and his uncle were gonna breed him some young pigeons for him to play with at his home, just to have some pigeons. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but it is what it is. It's something I don't want to imagine that feeling. And the sad part is there's all vultures in the room buying them for different reasons, and buying to sell or buying for breeding or buying to flip or buying. They don't even know what they're buying. Some people. But I was happy that we were there, and we got to be a part of that. Very nice pigeons. Very nice. Yeah. So we got busy week coming. Well, we got New Year's first. We're gonna have a. I gotta have Lars on this week. I'm going to sit down and uh, talk about his match pair. Again, guys, take a look at them. I want you to take a look. For those people who say I want small lofts, there you go. Small loft, good results. Take a look. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna talk to Lars, go through his match pair. And then we got the Van Loons closing. We got my friend Marcel opening up, which that's going to be great. Marcel's match pair as well. And once that's done, we get back into the full swing. We got some great auctions coming up. I mean, some real, real good pigeons. From Geno Click, Eddie Jansen, the Normans, Dan Rago. Dan Rago, proven racer with Dan Rago. Um, we got Stefan Lambrechts. We got Sorel Lambrechts. We've got uh, we've got Formula One. We've got the Maze. We've got P&D Stud on the way, and if you're lucky, the Planet Brothers. Am I missing somebody? Jeez, I got to be missing somebody. There's always somebody I'm missing. But there's still a lot of track to cover, guys. A lot of great birds. So don't get discouraged. And remember, you don't always, people that talk about Coca Cola. I love Coca Cola. I love Coca Cola. I gotta have, oh no, but I don't really want Coca Cola. Guys, when we do an auction, and I'm going to use a guy's name like Dan Rego, okay? It's not Coca Cola. But once he clicks in his mind to start playing nationals, he will be exactly the same as Sabrina Bergman. He will be the same as Dirk Leekens. He's in the same area. It's going to click and switch, and he's going to ground it and pound it. And then guess what? You'll say, why didn't I buy them when I had the chance? Sorry. Sorry about that. I've only been wishing for a couple of years. When we ship on race day, our pigeons go in all different directions. One loft races go in one direction. More people seem to like one loft. The one loft races people seem to like. I think they are all going in one direction. It's not like breakaway birds. Ah, well, pigeons don't go in all directions in America or wherever. They all go in one line. Even in a club or a combine, is all basically one sort of area. One loft racing. One loft racing. Uh, I'm not gonna get into this, but it's the owners picking the right days. And if you want to make money in a one loft race, you have to pick nice days, easy days, simple days to get the job done. If you want people to come back year in and year out, you pick easy, simple days until you get enough following to where you can have a little harder races, but there's no point in making the races harder. I still say one loft racing is complete bullshit. It's not. For instance, one loft racing should be a minimum. I think a minimum of 15 races. 15 races, not training tosses, races. You should get, it's like when you go to summer camp. You send your kids to summer camp for the summer. Summer is 8 weeks. They go 6 weeks to summer camp. That's summer camp. They're home for a week from school. They go for 6 weeks. They come back a week before school starts, or whatever. It should be way more racing. You guys are paying astronomical prices to enter one loft races, and they give you a bullshit 3 or 4 race or 5 race series. Whippity doo. I want to see 15, 20 weeks of racing. I'm great. I'm great with 5 to 7 races between 100 miles and 150 miles. Crack them out, man. Let's go. I want to see pigeons that can sing and dance. I want to see pigeons that can do sprint, middle, and the distance. That's what I want to see. What do we got here? Oh, shit. I forgot. Look at, yeah. Norman's, Eddie Jansen, Sonia Vandermelen, Stable, Verstrada, Martin DePorter, Chris DeBecker. Shit. I'm forgetting. See? My mind's all over the place. If you were flying one day distance, would you fly cocks or hens? I think I'd fly both. I think I'm gonna do better probably with hens, but I would do both. Remember, I like to have hens home for the cocks, and I like to have cocks home for the hens. So it's a little bit more work. Jason Mihalik, hey. Look at this. Read this comment. David Tracy, this is what I'm talking to you about. Dan Rago's birds would be in most people's breeding lofts. That's how good they are. David Tracy, you asked me for something performance, and it might just be under the radar. The Dan Ragos might be just that for you. My man Frank Wildwind, he is with us here tonight, guys. Can you feel the wind blowing? Driving home now, 1 hour listening to you. Hey, nice to see you. Drive safe. Watch out for the kangaroos. Chris DeBecker, super pigeons as well, man. Oh, and we got our treat, treat for Chris DeBecker. If you ever go to Chris's, take him this. He loves it. Oh, Frank Wildwind didn't like it, but ah, nice. I enjoy that. Two blonde beers. I might have to switch a third one up with a brown, but yeah, it's so amazing to think about all the styles that you can race, you can play. You know, you can play classic widowhood where the mates are always home. I think that's the best. You know, the open door stuff. I just think I think I think if you're trying to motivate a pigeon, and this is my thought, if you're going to motivate a pigeon to come home for its mate, right? Then if he busts his ass to get home and the hen's not there or the cock's not there, you've taken all that horsepower, you've given it a little mind fuck. That's all you've done. You've played with the mind. I say classic is the best. I think it's more work. There's more pigeons involved, but I think it's I think at the end of the day, your motivation works better. Am I gonna go buy Willie Daniels? I've asked. I have asked. I haven't heard back. I haven't heard back. I want Willie. I want Willie every year. I'll try you again tomorrow. I'll try him again tomorrow. Willie Daniels. I'd love to have Willie back. Absolutely. Again, my contact says Willie has no birds. I'm going to try it again. If I don't have Willie this year, I will have him at the beginning of next year because I'm not going to put up with it. No way. No, no, no. But, you know, and I look back at all the breeders we have. Oof. You got to see the army that Sonia put together. Yeah, no problem. I will try for you. I will try. I give you my word. I always try. And so, you know, like same with Nicholas Norman. To get them, it's not the easiest. Not because they don't have the pigeons. They just don't have the time. You know, they're not. They don't care if they sell a pigeon or they don't. It's not. That's not for them. They enjoy the pigeons now. They're in their. I call it their descent time. They've done everything they've had to do in pigeons. They've got still the quality. Uh, so when you get a chance to work with them, you do it. But they're hard to get a hold of. They're hard to set up things, you know, to meet or to get pedigrees or to select to get that time in that I need. Willie is a legend. Yes, Willie is. Nice man. Again, I like a man who drinks, and he's a good one for that. Lots of fun. Oh, pigeon sport is beautiful. So what else, guys? We've been on here for 55 minutes or so. The crowd seems a bit tired tonight. It's like we need some boost or something. What's on everyone's mind? God, all these people are watching you, listening to me talk, but come on, nobody has a comment or an opinion or something. What's pissing you guys off? What makes you guys happy? Uh, what birds did you miss at auction that maybe you wish you would have bid on? And the other thing, what do you guys think with Widowhood? Classic or open door? Uh, you had a good beer, pal? Yeah, both these beer. The second beer I had tonight was I've had this one before. This one's okay. Both of these, what are they? One's a 6.4 and one's a 6.7. These are the two. Actually, for blonde beer, I don't mind them. I'm more of a brown beer guy than blonde. I think brunette. I think the brunette beer is better. Here's another question. What do you guys think of a Pigeon Boss tour? Should I do another Pigeon Boss tour? What do you guys think? Are you interested in coming? This is the question we ask every year. Do we do another Pigeon Boss tour? Do we put it out there? What do you think? I posted you guys some questions and shit. You guys are quiet tonight. Man. Yeah, I've heard of Millie's Loft in the UK. Yes, I have. I don't know. Are they under contract? James Wheeler, you should do more tours. Well, of course, James, you would say that. You just finished your first tour. I told you. Just wait and listen. Just wait. I'll tell you when to go. You're going to save money, number one. It's not Coca Cola, number two. And the results, blam, are great. Oh, and one other thing about Dan. Pigeons match very well with who else? Bosmans and Leakins. Maybe a Ballard tour for the UK guys. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but my UK guys, I don't know. I don't know. All right, Danny. Thanks for that. Maybe I will take a look into that. I don't know. Are they PIPA contract? I thought that they were. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But I've seen they've got a lot of one off race results. Again, I'm not a big fan of this one off race stuff, but hey, just because it's not my thing, I'm they got to have pigeons that do something, or they wouldn't be always there. And they've been there a long time. I've seen the name. I as soon as I see Millie, I already know who you're talking about. Putting my Crocs on here. Well, we've been on 54 minutes. I thought we were on for 55, but we're on for 54. I'm going to have one more beer and then we're going to wrap this show up because you guys seem to be tonight a little shy. And that's okay. Shy is good. Some nights we need a quiet night. Think about it though. Flying motivation with pigeons. Think about what that means. Motivate. If you motivate and they come back with no Uh, no reward. You ruin the motivation. What's the difference between OLR birds, club birds, and fed birds? Well, your OLR birds, they have a different pile of shit to deal with. They got to go to a different location. They got to break. They got to loft fly. They got a lot of shit that they got to do. And that's pretty tough. But club and combine pigeons, you got to beat other guys playing with pigeons. You got to compete the way the winds go. You got to push the pigeons harder than in a one loft race. All the pigeons don't come back to one. And one loft races are basically run off of guys picking nice days, pretty much. So I think at the end of the day, I'm always going to take Federation and Ace Pigeons over one loft winners. And if I were to look at a one loft race pigeon to buy, it would have to be a race that was consistent all the way through with hard races, fast races, a mixture of everything, enough races, and I'm looking for the ace pigeons. And the guy has to be a guy that I know took the birds to the spots. I enjoy your tours. Josh May and his distance birds. Any update would be great. I have to ask. I haven't asked them about it. Do more pigeon tours. I really enjoy the videos. I don't need to go anywhere. Yeah, that's true. What brand of feed are you using? Right now I'm using Van Robice. I like the Van Robice feed. I use whole corn and well, you know what? I'll this week I got to get feed tomorrow. So what I'll do is I'll do a little wait, what is this? Bullshit. Good pigeons are good pigeons. Okay. Good pigeons are good pigeons. Sure. Good pigeons are good pigeons. But you find less good pigeons in a one loft race because it's how it's being played. How many of those one loft races aren't even taking the birds to the spot? You're saying to me, bullshit. No, no, not bullshit. Good pigeons are good pigeons. I'm just not a big fan of one loft racing. I think it's great, but it needs to be run more straight. When they do this, then you're going to see. I watch races. The pigeons hit 1,200, speeds of 1,200, and they send 600 pigeons. They can't get 50 pigeons home on the day. Come on. Well, the good pigeons were there. I agree with you. The good pigeons were there. Oh, come on. There's no work ethic. There's no nothing to this. Good pigeons are good pigeons. I know good pigeons are good pigeons. You don't have to tell me. But I'd rather go to the Lambrex and find a good pigeon than go to the Florida Pigeon Derby and go, oh well, they held them for 4 days because it wasn't a tailwind, and on the final race it was a tailwind, and oh, there's the winner. That's not a good pigeon. That's just bullshit. Is a good pigeon is a good pigeon. Yeah, liven the crowd back up. I will get him on. It's just been a little bit. It's been a bit hectic at my house, and it's hard because I'm not there to set the cameras up and all that stuff. It's not as easy as it looks. But again, good pigeons are good pigeons. Yeah, that is true. One more beer, guys. I will post up what we have running here at Feathers Elite. Let me go grab it. Good pigeons are good pigeons. There's one right there. And hey, here's the other legend. You've got Lars and Van Loon. He's got big shoes to fill. Oops. Only one brown one left. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's get back here to solo camera. Uh, yeah, racing in a club, you race against good pigeons. You race against experienced handlers that can use systems and feed correctly for race conditions. Mhm. Sure, but good pigeons are good pigeons. Oh, see, now we're going with a brown beer. Same company, but brown. The national races, there's a few spots I would say that are top. Again, all depends on the winds, but right here in the Burlar area, this is I would say the best spot. And not only is it the best spot, but it's the most concurrent. They use this word a lot. Uh, the most competitors, the hardest competitors are in this area. So very difficult. It's a fact. Okay, yeah, it's a fact. But you can fool yourself into thinking you have a good pigeon in a one loft race. That's a fact. But a season of racing in a club or combine, okay, and if you're honest with yourself, you know, good pigeons. You see the good pigeons. Week in, week out, good pigeons. Bang, bang, bang. In a one loft race, I don't know what you see. What do you see? You only see what they show you. Today it was windy. We couldn't let them out. Tomorrow it's foggy. We brought them back. The next day it was this. The next day it was that. That's a fact too. What I'm saying. That's right. Most. Hold on a second. Hey, Mike Green, you won our one loft race, correct? We pounded the shit out of your pigeon. We pounded the shit out of all those pigeons. We raced them as if it was real racing days. Made them go through. They had 100 miles of clear weather. They had 25, 30 miles of rain. Birds had to do it. Real results. When you got your hen back, how is she producing for you? Fact. Danny's right. 100%. Good pigeons are good pigeons. It's the guy racing them in a one loft race. He either race them correct or he race them like shit. That's a fact. Yeah, thank you. Frank Eichhorn. One loft races, same shit, different day. Let me ask everyone, do you think you really get super good pigeons out of a one loft race? If I was getting pigeons from OLR, it has to be an ace pigeon with winning in the pedigree. There you go. Was the Boss Tour better one of the three people? One or three people? Um, it was different. I'm not gonna lie. With three or four people, it's a different chemistry. With one, it's just you and him. So you know you get along. You know. But when you have three or four guys, If one guy's a little bit tired, the other guy picks it up. This one picks it up. That one picks it up. So it goes around. Frank Eichhorn says, no, one-offs are shit. Most pheasant clubs choose the best days to race. Hold on. Danny, you're looking for an argument. You know what you're looking for, Danny? You're looking for this answer, Danny, and I'm going to give it to you because this is the one that you want. Danny, this is the answer you want. Clubs and combines are becoming softer and softer because the bitches, right? The people who read the pedigrees and say, oh, these pigeons are too good to lose. Yeah, we can't race them today. It's going to be warm. We can't, oh, it's going to be headwinds. We can't, no. Danny, what you want me to say is one loft race birds are the greatest. Go and buy as many as you want. Fill your loft up. And you'll be just like Mike Gannis. You'll buy them, you'll breed out of them, and you know what? Dump them off to other people. They're just, I can't say it, but hey, that's what you want me to say. Clubs and combines are getting softer and they're getting weaker. Danny, I didn't say I was. I said they are. So they are getting weaker. That's a fact too. So both are shit. You know what I think? Let's get out of pigeons. Let's find a new sport. Anybody what about anyone thinking of ping pong? That's why don't give pigeons to me to fly in a one-off race. Because what ends up happening is you get sore real quick. When your pigeons can't do it, you say, oh, he trained them when it's 35 degrees heat and headwinds. He trained them close to dark. He trained them in overcast. He trained them in this. He worked them in that. He trained them with 50-mile-an-hour tailwinds. He trained them. Yes, that's what I do. That's why when I put up a race, people don't come because they don't want to get hurt. They don't want to see the pigeon can't do it. And as long as people keep playing soft races, they're breeding, everything gets softer and softer. Ah, a better president. There's no better presidents. They're all soft shit. They're all soft. And the one lofts are soft. You read the comments. You read the comments. All I'm saying is, I can put up a one loft race tomorrow. And you guys keep saying to me, why don't you put up a one loft race? Why don't you put up a one loft race? Because I can't be fucking fake. I can't do that. I can't sit there and cherry pick nice days. I can't sit there and not show you everything. I cannot do that. That is not in my way of doing it. I feel like crap. We're going to push the birds until they basically break. But when we do that, the cream rises to the top. Hmm. Good job. Send them to Mexico. Hey, at least one thing, eh? At least the Mexicans can raise pigeons. They're not so soft like the North American shit. I want my birds to fly every week, considering the cream to the crop, blah, 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 blah. That's correct. A lot of clubs only fly young birds. That truly does not help your breeding. No, it doesn't. You have to train in all conditions when expected to come home. You demand. No, no, I'm not the man. I'm just a pigeon guy. For sprint races, 2 races a week, how many do you think the birds can go? Sprint races, 2 in a week? Well, what's a sprint race? 100 miles? I think a pigeon can go 2 or 3 times in a week. You don't need to train at that point, but yeah, I think multiple times in a week. Mhm. Guys like Danny just don't want the full time job. It actually takes to win. Well, one loft racing. Actually, here's a new thing. If someone says to me, I only race one loft races, I say you're not a pigeon man. You just breed pigeons and send them to a one loft race. You don't know anything about pigeon racing. Many OLRs race to pick from. There are many from greats like San Diego to the shit ones. Okay. I know the good ones. Ricky's at home. I say every other day. Yeah, pretty much. You can do a sprint race at least 3 times in a week. I think if clubs, okay, to get back to racing, if clubs did 2 or 3 sprint races a week, it would be better. You know, like local clubs, combines, put them together 2 or 3 times a week, 2 times a week. Get a little more action. I think young and old should go together, make it a little bit easier. Um, oh, you want me to talk to you about crooked races? Ah, if Pipa's in them, it's crooked. If Gannis is in them, it's crooked. How many more races you want to talk about? That's just 2. Okay? That's just 2. 2 races right there. Do your homework on the rest of the shit. That's my opinion, though, eh? I don't want to get killed here, but that's my opinion. When the biggest names are in them, they're completely corrupt. And don't think because the big names aren't in it, the owners still are corrupt. What did they say there a few years ago? The Flying D race? What was going on there with Paul Daniels? What shit was that? Unbelievable. They all still ran back. They all still go with his goddamn cowboy hat on. E-I-E-I-O. Sorry, Paul. I don't mean to say that, but I don't know. You were thrown under the fire, but you sure shit down my throat in the $1 million race. So you know what? I'd get on you now for that one. That's another corrupt shithole race. Guaranteed shit. Now I'm fired up. Go visit Gannis. Proof is there, mate. Danny, I've been to Gannis before you did. I was at Gannis's when I was 18 years old. Gannis, when he had his first nationals, that's when he had the good pigeons, mate. Don't tell me about Mike Gannis, mate. Because I don't think you ever been there, mate. I don't think you seen it, mate. I did, but I don't know if you have. Anyways. God, that's a good beer. Oh, Hoosier promotes Gannis lines. Who cares? Watch the videos. It's great, but the Boss Tour are another level. There is so much you can learn. Thank you. Yeah, good pigeons. You're damn right. Good pigeons. What pigeons am I going to look at, mate? I'm going to go look at Wolverine. That's what I'm going to go look at. I'm not going to go and look at Laura's a big winner today. I'm not going to go look at, hold on, wait. I'm not going to go look at all the African pigeons that he buys that he ends up turning around and selling 2 or 3 years later. I'm not doing it. Miss Maurice. Oh, Miss Maurice, Miss Maurice, Miss Maurice. After 2 or 3 years of breeding, see you later. See you later. That's good pigeons, isn't it? Ace pigeon in a hot spot in a $1 million race. Sarah Blackshaw robbed every fucking person in the race. Good pigeon, mate? Fact. Shit. Give me facts. Don't give me shit. Give me facts. Facts, facts, facts. I like facts. I like it when we don't know the facts. We just know the shit. Moving on. It was a nice, quiet show. Ah, Mike Green says, Danny, he puts 100. Fuck it. He does. It's not that he puts 100 birds in. He puts the birds in. They don't even pay for the birds. They make it all back on the sales. They don't take the prize money out of the race. Danny, facts. Look at the facts. Who cares about the facts? If you want Mike Gannis pigeons, go. Granger, Indiana. The Pope. He's going to take you to the buffet restaurant there. Go. Visit him. Go select pigeons. Pay through the nose. You will see the facts in the end. By the way, enjoy your trip. Granger, Indiana. It's a shithole. Just a whole bunch of flat land with fields. You can't see Gannis sends 100 birds, even to make the top 10. No, the birds. Okay, so you're gonna tell me that the birds did the damage. The last 2 or 3 seasons at the $1 million race, the birds did the damage. The birds aren't even going to the fucking spots. Yeah, the birds did the damage. Where's Miss Maurice now? Where is she? And I'm using this one pigeon. Where's Ornate now? Where are they? They're all sold and gone. Gone. That's the facts. Damage. No. We go and select pigeons off of winning pigeons. That's all. You take them home and you try them. You put them in a one-off race and you send them to the Hoosier. Fact. It's corrupted. It's all bullshit. We can't help you there. I can't help you. I can't help you. Who won? Who won what? I don't know. You tell me who won. Danny, you know everything about who won the one-off races, Danny. I don't look at it. All I know is people that won never got any of their money. That's one thing I know. Yeah, the last year that race went, I think Gannis bought the winner, and the guy who won the race never got his $250,000, and Gannis never even paid for the pigeon. I don't think. Something happened there. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he did. I don't know. Something happened. Even the people who bought the pigeons from the auctions never got the money. That's what I'm trying to say. Let me correct myself. Sarah kept it all. God, she was great at mini golf. I've seen her in Texas, hooking for golf. She just wanted to golf. That's all she wanted to do. Anyways, we're going to go with facts, so facts. Hey, anytime you guys win a one-off race, you have an ace pigeon, Danny, call him up. He'll buy it. Sell it. Make your money, guys. Move on. You got the parents at home. Don't say it's not a fact. If the race is not run correctly, nobody wins. That's a fact. Danny, when someone wins the races that we put on, fact, they won. I agree with you. But when the races are corrupt, Danny, it's bullshit. Yeah. Go bend, buy them. Go out there. Guys, go and buy them. When Mike Gannis was in the early 90s. Yeah, you could go there and see the best pigeons from Europe there. He had it. That was a fact. Now you go there and you see a bunch of bullshit one-off race winners. Oh, here's the first knockout car winner. Okay, great. In the scale of things, what quality is this? I'm not interested in those pigeons. That's just my. If that interests you, then that's great. I'm not interested in that shit. I heard one-off races, favoritism. Somebody knew their birds get lost awful fast. Oh well. You come to my loft, and you'll only see what we have raised since '95. All European imports, no American shit. Ryan, he wins. For fuck's sakes. Oh my God. Okay. Guys, we're going to do this. Let's put our hands together. Round of applause for Danny. Mike Gannis wins. Gannis is the best. Everyone say it with me 3 times. Gannis is the best. Go and buy him. Go call him up. I got his number on my phone. Mike, his wife's name's Debbie. Laura's his daughter. Okay? Call them all up. Hook yourself up. Danny hasn't been around long. Well, don't tell Danny their shit. Don't tell Danny their shit. Mike Gannis, number one. Number one. Guys, I'm not here to knock Mike. He markets the pigeons great. He realized he can't buy First Nationals. He realized he can't buy First National Aces no more. So he created a new bullshit. Winners from one-off races. And he has the platform to buy them, breed them, sell a whole whack of babies, and then dump them off to dummies that want to try a shot at them as well. Where is Miss Maurice now? That's the pigeon I want to look at. Because Maurice O'Donnell shit down my throat and said how damn great that pigeon was. And I said, Gannis had him. Gannis bred out of it, bred out of it, bred out of it. Sent him to races and dumped a whole lot of babies off to make his money back. Then he dumped it off to Lemon's Loft. And you know what? Still nothing. That's the truth. Anyways, let's move on. It's better to have the line of a single amateur. No. Who wins? Okay. Apparently, this guy thinks that Mike Gannis wins every race. Mike Gannis buys the winners of the race and brings them to his loft. And then he says these are Gannis family loft pigeons. He's actually worse than Gabby Vandenabile. Well, there you go. Buy some babies off of it. See how many of them breed winners. You want to go? We'll buy a baby. How much is it for one baby? How much? Please tell me. I'm dying to hear this. I need a laugh. How much is one baby? Uh, she is Wise Lemons, and I've been breeding birds in from Ireland and never heard of Maurice to that pigeon. Well, that's a Maurice O'Donnell pigeon. That's a Maurice O'Donnell pigeon. I know a lot of members in my club and combine buying Gans birds and regularly base my birds from proven birds from. How are you doing? Good. Silver Dollar, have you been to visit to Vandenbrand Brothers? No, I haven't. No, I haven't. I wanted to, but I haven't. They only live like a mile away from me, a kilometer away. To live in my town. Can't visit everybody. Anyways, you know what? I'm not here to knock Danny. Everyone has an opinion. It's great. I'm just not a big fan of it. I like Mike. Mike, great. He's great. He's great. He's a real snake in the way he manipulates races. I worked with him. I worked with the guy. Never again. He did have great pigeons at a time. I think he did. And I have to give him that credit. He had great pigeons at a time. Oh, Maurice is going to come for you. Yeah, he might. Maurice might come. They all might come. Everybody can come. You know what? We all die. It's just a matter of when. They're going to come for us. Everybody's coming. I got a fly I'm trying to kill. One fly drive me nuts. You know, if I ever get a chance to sit down with Mike and have an interview, all I'm going to talk about is the pigeons he had in the 80s and in the 90s and the early 2000s before he switched, before the Chinese bought him out. That's when he had good pigeons. I believe that. I believe it in my heart. I know it. I know his plan. I know the way he thought. That's when he was a great pigeon man. But you got to follow the ride. You got to figure it out. You have to switch. You have to tell everybody that best birds come from One Loft Racing because you couldn't buy First Nationals. Come on. No, I'm not back in Canada. I'm in my house in Belgium. Aloha. Hey. Well, I think this has been a pretty good show. I'm almost done my beer. You know what? We get fired up. But I hate when people say I don't like people. No. I hate my gas. I hate everybody. I hate everybody watching this show. But I like you all because you all race pigeons. And that's okay. Uh, no, Mike doesn't fly in the club. I'm going to kill this fly before the night's over. But it's been a good show tonight. We got fired up a bit at the end. And again, if you are a guy who likes Mike, you're more welcome on the show. I'm not against him. I told you straight. I know when he had the pigeons that would have been interested in. I know exactly when. And you know what? If anybody has uh the Gannis breeding books of the 90s, in the 90s, those were great pigeons that he had. He went out and he bought pigeons from the UK, from Germany, from Belgium, from Holland, National Ace pigeons. Those are great pigeons. Great pigeons. And I'm not going to take that away. But now it's just 50 shades of shit. Sorry, Mike. We both know that when we sit down and have a drink together, right? You'll drink Coca-Cola? No, you won't. You'll drink iced tea. Ornit. Ornit was so good, Mike got rid of him. How good is Ornit? The guy who owns Ornit now, he opens a pigeon's legs and does this, trying to tell me the back on a pigeon's good. No problems. If you talk to Mike, tell him I said hi. Hopefully he's doing good. Don't get upset. He's got lots of birds for sale. Anyways, close to the sea. Yeah. I'm going to finish my beer off and we're going to wrap this up. Again, there's sometimes, guys, these shows ruffle feathers, and that happens. Continental class. Hey, look, there's Mike Vanderyak. Holy shit. Guys, look who come back. Mike Vanderyak. I'm looking here at the comments. It's all good on my side. Okay, good, good, good. Nice to see you, Mike. I thought you were butthurt or pissed off at me or something, but you can comment, Mike. Don't worry. If you get out of the line, I'll just straighten you out. Don't worry about that. So, tomorrow I photograph Eddie Jansen pigeons and I go from there. On 300. What is this? Yeah. Don't you love that? He takes the bird and opens its legs and he does this shit. That's because he's not a pigeon man. You don't know the difference between a pigeon and a fucking duck. But oh, he's won all the big one-off races. He has. Sure he has. I know he has. Mike Vanderyak, welcome back. I'm looking at the comments here. Oh, Danny, I'll give you a cuddle. Don't worry, my friend. We're still on the same team. Don't don't worry. Hey, there's only one good thing that Mike does. He still has pigeons, so that's good. I'm glad that he does. I'm just looking here at the comments. Anyways, you know what? I've been on for an hour and 32 minutes. I want to thank you guys. I'll be on again next Monday. I am going to have a Thursday night show. We're going to have the round table open. We're going to have people here. I don't know who, but we will have people here. I don't know. I'll be on before. I'm going to be on tomorrow, anyways, with Lars to look at his. I'm going to be on with Marcel. So the next couple days, you're going to see a little bit of movement here. So stay on board. Stay in with us. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm Ryan Feathers, Elite Pigeon Auctions. Thanks for tuning in on the Monday night show. I'm going to slug this little bit of dark Kool-Aid back. Who doesn't love a brunette? Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Adios. Bye for now.